So Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is finally here. I have been wanting to talk about this game for a very long time, all the way back in February during the closed network test, before this channel even existed. At the time of these tests, I was very pessimistic and critical, but after getting to play the full thing, I have more than changed my mind on this racer. 7 months and a full script rewrite later, let's talk about why CrossWorlds won me over.
Are you ready? Let's do this!
Before I go further in detail, I want to clarify that I'm not the biggest fan of the Sonic kart racing genre, besides Transformed specifically, which is really good by the way. Personally, if it was really up to me, Sonic would not be driving cars. That's kind of an old opinion because he's been karting for a really long time now, but I'd so much more prefer if we still had Sonic Riders. Riders was just the best idea for a Sonic racing game that doesn't have Sonic race on foot. The extreme gear are a no-brainer unless Sonic Team can get over their allergy of letting Sonic run on a race course with his friends. I'm still hanging on to hope that a Sonic R successor will materialize into existence one day, but for right now, CrossWorlds is an okay middle ground. Them allowing extreme gear as an option at all kinda makes up for it. Only a little bit though. I have been successfully pandered to. For that, I'll give them some praise. Let's start off with this game's roster. Phenomenal. That's the best way to describe it. Basically everyone you would want to play as are here. We got all the heroes characters, the Babylon Rogues, Silver and Blaze, and some newbies like Sage. It's very well rounded. I have no real complaints. Well, actually, I forgot some Zeddy weaseled their way into this one again. Otherwise, yeah, sweet roster. With the characters comes an awesome new racing mechanic in the rival system. Before you start a race, a rival is chosen and they're basically the one guy you'll be fighting for first place with all race. Every character has interactions with each other just before the race starts. It's so incredibly charming. There's a lot of smack talking and you see some interactions that we either haven't gotten before or we just haven't seen much of. It's really fun pairing up the unconventional characters to see what they have to say to each other. The attention to detail on display in this game is greatly appreciated. Characters are wonderfully animated and expressive. Everyone's hair flows in the wind as they drive, and the poses they strike during tricks are awesome references to previous artworks in the series. Also, on occasion, dealing a hit to a fellow racer triggers some banter mid-race. Team Sonic Racing also did this, but unlike TSR, it's not obnoxious.
Cringe before Zavok.
As for the vehicle customization, it's super fun. They really went all in here compared to TSR, which already had a more than serviceable customization system. This one blows all previous out of the water. Sky is pretty much the limit. Make your car look as cool or as dumb as you want to, nothing's really stopping you. Although I do wish there were a few more options here when it comes to decal placement. As someone who cares about symmetry a little too much, a duplicate decal button or duplicate layer button would go such a long way here, and it bugs me so much that they don't have one. Other than that, no complaints. The graphics are beautiful. The visuals are genuinely fantastic considering it's optimized for all systems. The travel rings in particular just look so awesome as you pass through. Speaking of the travel rings, these are the main gimmick for this game. I really like the idea. No race will be alike with the second lap always being different. There's this cool build-up in the music and sound effects before you travel through and it's extremely satisfying. Especially before Roulette Road specifically, I just really like that one. The music is kind of mixed all around. Originally I had noted that all of these tracks lacked punch and impact. Despite that, I've come around on this OST. I guess it was just an acquired taste. If you listen to most of these tracks separate from the context of the race, they tend to leave a lot to be desired. I don't know what it is, but hearing these songs while you're actually on the track makes them sound so much better. I wonder if that was intentional. The final lap music is usually sick though. The track changes to a choir singing along to a fast-paced rendition of the track's theme. It really gets the blood pumping in the last minute of your race. Okay, enough about that. How good is the actual racing? Pretty good, to be honest. It can be a little janky sometimes, but for the most part, it's fun. When I first picked this game up in February, I was largely unimpressed. I was a little blinded by my love of Transform that I didn't really give this game's feel a good chance. The way CrossWorlds controls is familiar yet different. If you played any Team Sonic Racing, you shouldn't have any problem driving here. Drifting is responsive. I've had no issue taking turns on any stat combo I've played. Doing tricks is largely less involved than in previous entries, as landing the trick is no longer required. On top of that, rolling your vehicle mid-air doesn't provide any lateral momentum that you'd expect from the previous games as well. This was originally one of my biggest gripes, but as I've had more time to play the game, I don't see this as a con nearly as much as I did before. Tricking in this game is satisfying in its own right, despite any skillful landings. There are still some sections on the racetrack though, kind of rare, where tricking in the right direction will land you onto a separate route or save you time. It's not a total loss. The water and sky sections are passable. If anything is a straight downgrade in this game from its predecessor, it's definitely these sections. Not to say they are bad, it's just that they are missing pretty much everything that made these sections more unique and transformed. In CrossWorlds, you miss out on all the aerial maneuvering and as a result, all the risky tricks from Transformed. With the boating, these water sections feel a lot less like you're racing on water. The charge jumps are decently fun, but a lack of drifting and turn control is really jarring at first. If you have been keeping up with the test builds of CrossWorlds, you know that the items were a bit too much previously. Over the course of multiple tests, the items have been reined in and toned down. In the final release, it feels a lot less like a spam fest than it had previously. There are still some stinker items I just totally despise though, and honestly, if the game didn't have them at all, I'd be totally fine with that. Looking at you, Weight and Slime. Basically any item that uses a red warp ring to attack you can fuck off. They're so not fun to deal with. Except you, Dark Chow. We're cool. From online events to team modes and time trials, there's just a lot to get into with this game. Not to mention all the unlocks. After every race, you earn tickets. These tickets can be used to unlock new vehicle parts and decals, but another use for them is the friendship system. Giving your favorite character a certain amount of tickets to level them up will reward you with special character-specific rewards like themed decals and eventually a new skin. The skin you can get from doing this is the AI rival skins you encounter in the race park. Oh yeah, the race park. There is an alternative game mode called the race park. Here you can find a multitude of different modes and games. Playing these will pit you up against an AI rival team that you have to defeat 3 times to progress. Beating all teams rewards you with more vehicle parts and tickets. It's a little grindy, but I mostly enjoyed my time with this mode. Just had to turn the difficulty down a bit because the AI in this game past like level 7 are horribly brutal. As I stated before, I originally didn't like this game. I unfairly compared this game to what I believe to be its superior predecessor, Transformed. While I still do believe Transformed is a better racer, that doesn't mean CrossWorlds is a bad one. CrossWorlds is doing its own thing, and it's doing it well. I have been pleasantly surprised with this game. As I stated earlier, I really didn't enjoy CrossWorlds way back during the closed network test. I was gonna skip this one and forget about it. But Sonic Team really pulled through and fixed most of those little nitpicks I and many others have had. I've been having a blast with this game. If you were on the fence about CrossWorlds before, don't skip it. I'd very much recommend picking this up when you can, and especially if it goes on sale. There's something for everyone here, even if you're not a Sonic fan. If you have been keeping up with the channel, I have been streaming this game on occasion, and I plan on continuing to stream it for a while. I've enjoyed using CrossWorlds as an outlet to connect with my audience so far, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a stream. But that's all I have today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video and let me know what you think of CrossWorlds in the comments. This has been Sonic Man Says. Stay cool.